God wants us to come to him in our times of uncertainty. God wants us to come to him always, and he wants to have a close relationship with his children. He doesn't want us to run away when times get hard. He wants us to run to him, and who better to go to than the one who wrote your story before you were ever born? And I want you to really think about that for a second. Before you were ever born, even on your parents' radar, he knew when your life would start, and he knew when it would end. He knows your struggles. He knows your victories. He knows when you have to deal with a loss that you never expected to come so soon. He knows when family members have turned away from the faith that they've been taught from a small child. He knows. Nothing is outside of his sight. This is not the spot where I started crying at home when I was practicing this, so this is not a good sign. So why not turn to the only God who can come alongside and resolve those problems in his sovereignty? And let me stress, in his sovereignty, because he doesn't always solve those problems the way we want them to be solved. He sees far beyond where our finite minds can see, and his ways are truly better than our ways. Isaiah 55, 8 and 9 was a very special verse for Zach and I during this time, and it's somewhat of a theme verse for us also this weekend, but it's just a great reminder of how big our God is and how tiny we are. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Before we set out to adoption, I begged God to make me pregnant. There was nothing I wanted more, and I was on my knees countless times crying this prayer to God. And on November 11th, 2016, he answered that prayer when I held Jaden for the first time. 9 months prior to that day, another woman in another state found out that she was pregnant with her third child. And for 9 months, she hid this pregnancy from family, knowing that she didn't have the means to care for this baby. And in those same 9 months, I was here on a hard, cold cement floor in a hot water heater storage closet, begging God to make me a mom. I prayed small, and God blessed so big. I prayed selfishly, and God blessed mercifully. I prayed with barriers, God make me pregnant, as if that was the only way I could become a mom. And God said, I'll give you something you'll love even more, but you've got to be patient, and you've got to trust me.